Okay, so I know we missed last week's episode of Tomodachi Game, and I deeply apologize for missing that. Had a lot of stuff going on. If you already watched the thank you video from the other day, and also the Gachi Yakuza video, I definitely explained what happened there. But I know in last week's episode, we learned more about Yuichi and how he's been constructing things, which I thought was sick. And this episode presented a lot of information that I didn't think was gonna come to light just like so suddenly, but it's also a bit of a perspective game too. And not only that, the weighing of friends and money for this third game, I think is gonna be very important later on, right? Not to mention the switching sides ordeal for the tag and the introduction of the chick to our team who was obviously sent from above. We knew it was a trap to begin with. Like you can't be that dumb to think, oh, only one person made it from the last game for this team. Nah, bro, we ain't believe none of that shit. And learning the real reason about why Tenji was setting up Shiho. That was actually pretty big. I'm starting to feel like Tenji is not that bad of a guy, right? I mean, he's a terrible person, but like not as terrible as he seems. So let's break this down just a little bit because there's a couple of things I want to go over. Oh, before we even get any further, did you see the new shorty that was introduced that's overseeing Team K? Jesus Christ. The Horny Squad has been alerted. I, the head captain, have briefed everybody about it. She is a force to be reckoned with. And the genius on the other team, right? The genius on the other team. They made it very obvious who it was. But it could also be one of those, oh yeah, it's not him. We made it obvious because we wanted you to think it was him, but obviously it was the musclehead guy that was there. But nah, bro, we already know. So let's break this down bit by bit. Yuichi was still having trouble, like coming to terms with, you know, what Tenji did and being able to fully trust Tenji, right? Those 72 hours, if it was indeed 72 hours, pretty much gave Yuichi the time to come up with quite the big brain plan that only he could come up with. So I'm looking forward to that. And not only that, we learned about the second Tomodachi game. Was it at the end of the episode last week? We learned about him having his first, and we didn't know what happened. So him explaining that it's because of Shiho put him through this. I kind of want to go over that just a little bit because they're trying to shift our perspective. So sure, your friends betrayed you and got y'all in that Tomodachi game over Shiho, right? Because they wanted Shiho too. What if, and this is only a thought, what if the reason that you believe that Shiho is some way bigger threat than you think she is because you were betrayed by the people that you respected and held dear the most? And then she came and asked you questions like, did they talk about me and stuff like that? It could be that your psyche was a little broken from the Tomodachi game and your friends betraying you. And, you know, it could have been a whole smorgasbord of things. But I don't know, because if indeed Shiho is a bigger threat than I anticipated, that could mean that the Sawaragi family is overseeing this whole Tomodachi game thing, which I don't know, right? Like, I'm not gonna throw that type of speculation out there. It's like throwing a rock into a well, you know what I mean? Like, it's just grasping for straws. But yeah, learning all that was pretty cool, and it actually gave me a little bit more respect for Tenji for doing whatever he had to do to see his plan through. Like, even kissing Yuichi, like doing all that shit on purpose. Oh, and then the lies as well, like coming out with the other lies and shit, that somebody else is lying about their debt, which is also pretty big. I think that has some cause for concern, but I don't want to dive too deep into that, right? And not to mention the whole his father got killed thing over this as well. I don't know if I would necessarily put that on Shiho either. They told you if you snitch, there will be repercussions, right? As long as you don't say nothing, there will be repercussions. So they may have been listening in, and they may have killed your father, and Shiho may have had nothing to do with it, but that's neither here nor there. We learn all of that shit, and then we get released into the wild, and we meet Sergeant Manabu, who I fuck with heavy. Reminds me of Major Pain, which is pretty fucking dope. And we're going over the rules of game 3, which is hide and seek. It's like, okay, you guys are gonna have one hider, and the rest will be seekers. Whoever is found, you know, that's how the game, you know, correlates. But the crazy thing that was introduced was the traitor ordeal. That was huge because who's gonna betray who to keep the team alive? Is it gonna be Tenji or is it gonna be Yuichi this time? Is it gonna be the switcheroo where we think Tenji's the one who's gonna betray us and then Yuichi does and Tenji can't believe it, Tenji's losing his mind, and then Yuichi's like, ha, got you motherfuckers. Bam, pulls the rug from underneath them. Bam, game 3 goes to the gang and we take the dub and maybe we meet up with the rest of the crew later. I could see that being the case, but I don't know. I don't want that to fully be the thing. And the genius, we know, right? We know for a fact that the redhead is the genius. He may be the smallest of the group, but come on, man. Y'all made it too obvious. Y'all put him in the middle of everything. He was there talking to the whole team, by the way, and you can literally go through each team member and like figure out who is who. I can't believe they even got Daisuke Ono. I think that's Daisuke Ono. You know, Jotaro. We know the redhead is the genius. But let's go back to what Shorty said above. You may have a genius. That may be true. But I'm not so sure that a genius could beat a monster. And she knows Yuichi is a fucking monster. Oh god, I'm so excited for this next game. This hide and seek shit is about to be so sick. I really can't wait to see how we flip this on their head, right? Again, I'm not trying to like fully speculate that Shiho is a big traitor, but I'm gonna just keep that in the back of my mind, so if it does happen, I won't be surprised. The theory that I have is there. I'm gonna keep that theory of maybe the Sawaragi family overseeing this whole Tomodachi game and Shiho being in on all this shit, lying to everybody and being a con artist like Yuichi was thinking. I don't want to like 100% believe that. So we'll leave that up to you guys. What did you guys think about episode 7? Make sure you let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure if y'all fuck with Tomodachi game and y'all fuck with the channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If you really fucked with the video, leave a like. Share this with people who love Tomodachi game. Share this with people who love anime. And if any of my theories are somewhere in the realm of possibility, make sure you let me know. But don't fully spoil it. Like I said, I'm trying to get back to full time, right? Like full term video creation, but my body is still trying to catch up with where my head's at. Or maybe my head is trying to catch up with where my body's at. Not sure which one it is, but the confusion's killing me. I'm done talking y'all ear off. Go enjoy the rest of y'all day. And with that being said, it's your boy, DomoSenpai, and I will see you guys in the next video.